Hello, artists. Today we are going to make some artwork inspired by the book The Love Monster. We're going to start with our background paper. On this blue paper, you're going to write your name and your class code, and then you're going to use some of the paint and the cardboard tubes to create heart stamps in your background. And when you do this, try not to worry if, some of your hearts get a little blobby or some of them don't show up all the way. Just enjoy the process. No two hearts are going to turn out exactly the same. So I am overlapping my hearts. I'm trying one of each color, and I'm just trying to fill up my background as best as I can. I think it helps if you kind of rock the cardboard tube side to side a little bit before you pick it up, just to make sure that most of the paint touches the paper. Once you feel like you filled it up enough and you're happy with the way it looks, you're going to set that to the side so it can dry. Notice I didn't use the black paint yet. We're going to save that for the very end. And then we're going to start to make our love monster using some red paper. We're going to fold it in half, tall and skinny. And then we're going to start on the fold line and draw the top of our monster's head and one ear pointing up like a little mountain. And then we'll draw a long line down to the bottom of our paper. This will be our monster's body. Because our paper was folded, when we open it up, we should have a monster that has symmetry. That means it's the same on both sides. I'm writing my name on the back of this paper just in case I don't finish all my work early. And then we're going to use some white paper from the scrap paper cart to draw the eyes and the teeth. I folded my paper because I want my monster to have two eyes, and then I drew and I'm cutting out a nice big circle for my monster's eyes. I'll glue those into position, and then I'll start to cut out some small triangles from my monster's teeth. I want my monster to have sharp teeth just like the one in the book. And you could just cut from the outside edge of your scrap paper, almost in like a zigzag pattern like what I'm doing, to cut out your teeth. I just decided on 5 teeth. I'm going to draw a curved line about where I want the mouth to go, and that will kind of guide me as I glue my triangles into shape, into position, I should say. So once those are glued down, you are also going to glue your monster to your background. So once I'm done gluing the teeth, that will be the next step. I'll turn my monster over and put a bunch of glue on the back side of my monster, and I'll glue it to my background. There's a chance your background might still have wet paint on it. I know mine was still wet. So as you smush it down, just try not to get too much wet paint on your fingers. And then we will get to use that black paint for some extra texture and outlining. So once you have that glued down, you're going to grab one of the cardboard strips that's sitting in the black paint, and you're going to start to stamp around the outline of your monster while there's a lot of paint on your cardboard. Once the paint starts to dry out, you can start adding some furry texture to the inside of your monster. Okay, you don't want big blobs inside your monster, so it's a good idea to do this when you feel like the paint is starting to dry out on your cardboard a little bit. When you dip it freshly new into the paint, that's when you want to kind of do some more of the outlining around the edge of your red paper while that paint is really nice and thick. You could also add some thicker lines to add some extra details like eyebrows or around the mouth. I'm even dipping my finger and adding some pupils to my monster as well. I'm excited to see what you come up with. Once you're all done, put it on the drying rack. Hello.